2.
Last time on Out of the Abyss.
Anything else that any of you would like to take care of before you head to Rockblight? You walk through the doors into darkness. You feel the doors slowly close behind you. Hairs on the back of your neck prickle.
This reminds me of my village back in the Feywild. How it was massacred by drow.
A spirit emerges from the rubble, and a scream echoes through your ears. You are going to be aging 40 years. The eyeballs of these frozen drow snap forward, and they start to animate.
Not very fun.
The giant earth elemental appears!
Not expecting that.
Yeah, I guess that hits. DM out.
Is he still up?
No. Each tendril of plasma wraps around the different boulders that make up this earth elemental, and it shrieks the same shrieking sound that you heard when a gust of air blasted by you. So many mysteries to behold. I've just realized I was muted. That was, I said, thank you, Stan, for gifting that sub to Elephane. And I said, so that was what happened last time. Again, Bufflovin did an amazing job putting that together for us. Thank you so much. You are very good at making those.
Thanks.
They're so dramatic, too. Lucius, that is, reminds me.
Really help as well.
Yeah, I actually play it first without the music, and then I add it afterwards just to make me laugh harder. It's so weird without the music. But the music definitely helps.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I don't have the map set to the correct, or do I? Okay, hang on. I gotta get our map set up correctly, and then we're gonna start. Actually, you guys can, so you guys just finished beating on these earth elementals. What are you guys doing? Make sure to heal yourself and return one of your spell slots, and make sure you note that you have an inspiration.
I'm gonna take my waterproof quill and draw a dick on some of the crumblies that are that used to be the earth elementals.
That is an amazing plan.
Yes.
Except you notice it's kind of hard to scratch it on there because this is more of like for napkins.
Yeah. But I still try.
Sounds amazing.
Nicole will let you
Why?
do that, but then also basically sift out the larger chunks so that we can take it back to I forgot her name.
Nami the gnome?
Nami. Yeah, Nami.
It's really hard to forget her name.
Well, okay, so I was really close. My brain was like, it's Nadir. Nadir, but no, that's not right.
Why did that
It's
name
not
sound
Nadiri,
familiar?
I'm sorry.
No, it's not named after my cat.
All right.
So, if we never spent a spell slot last session, can we hold that
No,
ability?
that was more to just refresh everyone.
That is.
Lucius
What about
is
the health instead?
Lucius has an important. Oh, thank you for reminding me. Lucius is wandering around. That's amazing. Excellent. I'm so happy. That's going to be awesome. Okay. Excellent. So, everybody but Lucius is standing on this plateau that kind of overlooks the rest of Rockblight. So you are now raised up. The waterfalls go down. You walked up some steps. You've destroyed these gargoyles, and you destroyed that rock elemental. And you also found, I think you found, you found a gem, an earth elemental gem. But it is cursed. and you think
Gasp.
that perhaps you should try to maybe do something about that, or you could just use it and hope for the best.
Yeah, we're great with curses
Now,
traditionally.
Yeah, you're
so all of you are kind of just like digging through the rubble, collecting your treasure. Let's move over to Lucius. Lucius, you are wandering around. Hold on, let me make sure. Let me
Yeah.
let me
Voices in my head. I don't
one
understand.
give me just like a second so I can
Hey, does
get the
anybody know
map.
where Lucius went?
I was wondering the same thing.
I thought you were watching him.
Lucius old.
Oh,
Silver alert.
Oh my gosh.
Somebody
that
submit the
was
silver
So are
alert.
you?
No.
Or
You can't have
Jamich
gotten too
immediately
far
comes to your
because-
defense and like hides the gray in his beard. He's like, "No, she's not old. You're wrong. We're maturing at a faster rate than everybody else. Fine."
Okay, Boomer. Where is he? Lucius.
Okay, so we're gonna switch over to Lucius in a second. I'm just like, there's like a lot going on right now on this page, and it's freaking me out a little bit.
We're stalling for you.
Oh yeah, okay, so
Yeah.
keep yelling for Lucius then.
Lucius,
Absolutely.
where are you? Lucius, where
Why
are
is this-
you? Oh no.
I don't like this.
Lucius,
Lucius,
wake up.
I don't like this. Why is this? Oh, it's because it's locked. That's what. Okay, this is a mosh posh. Okay, Lucius, I've got it. Lucius, you find yourself wandering around, and you come to. I can't show it on the map for the players or for the rest of the viewers. You find yourself going down a corridor, and ahead of you, you see some sparkling, glowing lights.
Am I back in the Feywilds? Those are crystals that look like they were in the Fey forests.
Would you like to approach the crystals?
Yes.
All right, go ahead and move forward a little bit.
I am locked in place. Oh,
I
no,
think
no,
it's just a
we're
little
good.
bit of lag.
He kind of wanders over to this crystal right here.
Okay. How do I... I'm trying to get this, I'm trying to let the chat see you. Can't. Okay, so you all are going to have to just imagine this. Okay, you enter a cavern. The cavern is filled with beautiful crystals, like a garden. Light from bioluminescent fungi refracts through a large crystal formation erupting from the floor, creating a kaleidoscope of colors on the surrounding walls. The crystals are semi-transparent, slightly distorting images seen through them. You see a statue of a gnome cowering near one of these crystal outgrowths, holding a broken crystal in its hand.
Hello? Who are you?
As you get closer, you realize this gnome is nothing but a statue.
Ah, you're the strong silent type, I see. Well, don't be shy. I'm Lucas. Nice to meet you.
The statue of a gnome does not move nor react, but you do notice that it looks like it was attempting to shield its face with the crystal in its hand.
What are you trying to do there? He kind of like reaches and touch the crystal.
As you touch it, nothing quite happens, but your head kind of like sees, and you realize that this crystal is semi-transparent, and it seems to warp the vision. So you can kind of see what's past it, but it is definitely distorted. And it looks like that this statue is like purposely trying to hold it in front of himself.
He kind of like tries to like go into the same space and like look through the crystal and try and figure out what the statue is looking at.
As you do that, you hear just kind of to your right.
Who's there? Cora, is that you?
Silly little. Oh, I'm not sure I know what you are.
I don't know who you are, but you have quite the voice.
Yes. What are you doing?
I saw all these crystals. They reminded me of home. I thought I'd take a gander.
Well, I have a lot more crystals in my quarters. Should you want to come see them?
There are plenty crystals here. What is different about the ones in your room?
You'll see.
Well, I guess it wouldn't hurt. And he kind of wanders.
All right. Hold that thought. Pause. Pause. Did you say you were holding the crystal? Or did you leave it there?
I touched it, but I didn't say I took it.
All right. I need you to make a private DM roll.
Just wanna do that.
A constitution saving throw.
Okay. Private GM roll,
Yes.
So does that mean that Poof doesn't even see it?
Yes.
and then I roll a Constitution saving roll.
Yes. All right. We are going to pause. And we're going to go to the rest of the party. Guys, what are you doing?
Well, looking for loot.
Okay,
Looking for Lucius.
You found your loot.
Yeah.
And it's and from what we can tell, it looks like it's clearly a dead end, like no cave behind the waterfall or anything like that.
Yeah.
It looks like it could be tied down here. Maybe. I don't know.
Is there anything above it, or
It's a
It
little
just looks
bit
like a
of
platform.
It's a platform, but it seems to be the end of this cavern.
Can Cora do like a religion or a history check? She wants to know why rock have wings?
Yeah, I don't think you would need a check for this. It just seems like there are lots of statues around here coming to life.
Mm.
And they looked like statues, winged statues that just came to life. But you also saw drow statues come to life.
Mm.
question?
Mhm.
The two winged statues combined to make the earth elemental? Was there something that prompted that? Or that we could tell, anyway?
Roll Arcana. This place has a lot of rocks, and these rocks are mean, 'cause you're in rock blight.
Fair enough. I thought rockblight would be for, like, the stones are sick, but I guess they're mean to us. Instead, are we the sick? Is it a blight to us?
Flawless logic.
My
All right.
golden buzzer immediately just for that train of thought. Oh my god.
Are we
That was
the bad
amazing.
guys?
How himbos
Are we the-
organize their thoughts.
That's fucking
No, no, cool. Ogremok's Bane bad. Bane control rock. Make do bad. We are good. She kind of like fixes her little Segotian badge.
Oh, everything around you glitters, just a little, like a big shimmer around everything. You
I'm gonna
all,
turn around and look back down where we came from and
Yeah.
see if I see Lucius.
yeah, okay. Can you actually guys see down there?
No, I would have
There's
to.
there's a wall.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
put
think
it,
we'd have to just-
so I'll just fix it. I made this invisible wall. I
Yeah.
think it'd be really cool so that you guys couldn't like peek too far ahead because this was on a different plane. Like
could
it's
put a door
higher.
there.
But I needed to make it like two-way and I didn't. So give me a second and I'm gonna actually make this visible for you guys to see. It'll let's see, sight restriction, none. There we go. Oh, there's one more.
Right.
There you go.
Yes. Well, I don't see him down there, do you?
I don't.
Oh
When
no.
was the last time we remember seeing him?
Down there?
Cora heard Lucius call. Say, Cora, Cora, go
Direction.
from here. She's gonna point to the right.
Okay.
Well, I suppose we should go pick up our elders.
Or we'll have to put the silver alert out.
What's
What?
silver alert?
You know, when you lose your old people, or they lose themselves. You know.
As long as
how-
it's not a life alert, I think it'll be all right.
Exactly. You know, silver alert. Look for the silver hair.
I would have thought silver alert is like there's silver on the ground, but okay.
Oh,
If we're looking for
Is
silver, Nicole's
silver
right
on the
there.
ground?
Oh, that's true. Do I consider if I get lost, am I a silver alert then?
You can see like the wheels really turning in Cora's head. Like,
Okay, maybe we should stop debating stuff and just go try and find him.
Oh, Yeslin's right. We should.
I want to
we
debate
should
you
go
on that.
Pick him up.
Cora's gonna climb down and she's gonna start tracking.
Okay. Roll a survival.
Lucky.
I guidance Cora as she's tracking.
Excellent.
What does that give me advantage?
A
D4.
D4.
Let's do 4.
A +2 circumstance bonus. Just kidding.
Oh my god! Not
Never
not
mind, you didn't
20. Well, hey.
He's in the next room, literally right next to us,
exactly
guys.
where he is.
I actually have his location service connected.
Yeah.
Yeah, his pip shows up right here.
Find
the
his
pin.
eye bow.
Cora.
Yo, I air tagged him before he left. It's crazy.
A rush of air kind of flows through this cavern. Cora, Lucius is in danger.
Can my eyes go back in my head like when I'm doing when I'm
Yeah.
yeah.
Fucking creep.
Yeah, like and then they roll back and then the whites of my eyes are there and then I kind of back and then you can see my pupils again.
You know to go through this cavern and I'll tell you, like, you'll know to just go straight through this cavern.
Danger. Quick.
Kettern played
Quick,
this
come.
card for
That's
Lucius.
so Raven.
Lucius just got the mind reader card. Thank you very much, but I'll let you know, Lucius, when you could use it.
All right.
All right.
Quick.
You guys run through this crystal garden until you make it to about here.
Okay.
There you see Lucius, his feet planted on the ground, slowly turning to stone as he is restrained. And you see him slowly going as petrification is slowly overtaking him.
Oh
Can
no.
Can we tell what's happening?
Old.
Can I do like a history check or something to see if like maybe this is something I would have read about?
What are you asking for?
A history check to see if I would have read about something that turns people to stone slowly like
Make
this.
a medicine check.
Okay.
Does stone cunning help me at all? Can I determine the
Tell us,
origin of the
Lucius.
stonework?
It's not stone work. It's just he's turning to stone.
Is there like a source of it that we can see nearby? Like maybe a creature or
You
Yeah.
make an investigation.
I think I'm having a stroke. I can't feel my feet.
Cora had
Lucius.
a great medicine check.
Lucius, what happened? Tell Cora, quick.
Kothar, this is petrification 101.
Voice from
You
beautiful woman.
You think that hold on, let me see what kind of hold on. 1 second. Did you just go beautiful woman?
Yes.
Okay. I thought you did.
I immediately turned to look at Yaslin.
Beautiful
that's
woman.
one.
It's your fault.
I immediately put my eyes to the ground, and I say, he's turning to stone. Beautiful woman, might be a Medusa.
You guys know that there's a
Medusa's-
Medusa in the area, so this isn't like,
Oh.
I
This isn't
wonder what
new.
this could
Right.
be. Like you've been
Lucius,
sent
where?
We
here.
discussed it last episode.
Yeah. Lucius,
Okay.
where?
Are
From
Medusa's
where?
common in the underground or not? In the
No,
Underdark?
they are quite
Okay,
rare.
so I'd probably have no idea what they are then. Okay.
You might have heard stories, but they are
we-
not a natural occurrence. They are created.
Yeah, and we talked about it last episode, so like all of our characters are in the know about what a Medusa generally does.
Kothar, you know that if he becomes fully petrified, only a greater restoration spell could help him. But you do know that he's going to be making saving throws to resist it, and you can do what you can to help him make those throws. So you guys have about 10 seconds to figure out what kind of boons or blessings you can give to Lucius, and he's going to try to make his saves.
Guidance. Just guidance.
Bardic Inspiration.
Okay, so that's
Bless.
okay.
D4
We have
and a D.
we have a
Can
guidance.
I give the help action?
No.
And Azira's just like, you've got this, Lucius.
Don't do it.
A voice from the right.
No,
Cora.
'cause-
Voice from the right.
Actually,
Does this
so
have
Lucius-
anything to do with? I'm sorry, I don't really know the process of petrification as a player, but I'm basically just trying to see if aid is a helpful spell, which is going to increase his maximum and current hit points by 5 for.
His hit points have nothing to do with
Nothing
the
at all.
save. No, so
Yeah.
that won't help.
He doesn't like slowly like take damage over time.
No, what?
That's
so,
not like a thing,
No,
okay.
it's like a slowly onsetting thing. He can make
Mm-hmm.
the save every couple of every round. It's like any kind of thing. You got to make the save to end the effect. If he failed by too high of a number, he would have become petrified instantly. He
Mm-hmm.
failed to save, but not by very much. So he has a slower onset of it. And
Actually,
it's-
question.
yes,
Is if you turn fully petrified, are you considered dead?
no.
Okay, so you're still alive.
You could be restored with a greater restoration spell.
Okay. Never mind.
Yeah. Now, if that
s-
stone was destroyed, then that would kill you.
Could I
Yeah.
slow it with a lesser restoration spell?
Lesser restoration does not affect petrification. It affects poisons, diseases, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So Bardic
Still haven't
Inspiration,
gotten
it's not letting me target Lucius and cast it on him. I don't know why.
It's just
but-
because I don't have all the auto stuff working anymore.
Okay.
And because of what's happening with the OGL and all that nonsense, we might not be getting any
Yeah.
more Cool.
Synchronicity.
Yeah, because
Yeah, they're canceling animations for virtual tabletops because it's copyright and it could be a video game.
and NFTs
close to
for
being a
some
video
reason.
game.
I don't know why they said NFTs in that statement. That was like so like out of pocket.
Yeah, also no NFTs. Cool.
Except
Okay.
yours says.
Sure.
Okay, Lucius is gonna make the roll. You don't have to make a secret roll anymore. You're gonna get what die is your bardic inspiration?
1d8.
A D8, and how much does he get with guidance?
D4.
A D4.
D4.
And how much does he get with bless?
1d4.
How is guidance just as good as bless?
Actually, is guidance D4?
Oh,
or
Guidance is
+1?
guidance is a one-time thing, but bless
Ah.
lasts for a full minute.
Oh, okay, cool.
And it can go up to 3 creatures.
Okay, so Lucius,
yeah.
Constitution save with 2d4, and did you say a d8 or a d6, Jamich?
D8.
And a d8.
Because I'm over level 5.
Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
Would like to, while this is happening, look around to see for any trace of the Medusa.
You see. Oh,
You have a hero point. You have a hero point.
Yeah, you have an inspiration.
Yeah.
I do have an inspiration. I will use it.
I would like to say that Anazero is like trying to defensively like watch their surroundings since like they can't help at all.
Cool, I'll update you in a sec. Let's.
Wow.
Wow.
Those are really low rolls.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Much better.
Much higher.
Yeah.
You
Does he
grit
save?
your teeth. Ugh, and the stone around your legs shatters, and you find yourself freed.
I
Cora
think my
is
stroke is going away.
Cora is going to be dispersing 3 one moment please. 3 things that I can't remember. Smoking arrows that it won't let me cast multiple templates, but it's going to heavily obscure this area where I put it out, and then the other 2 entrances that we didn't come from.
Right there, and then
Uh-huh.
right here.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh, I can't do multiple ones either.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's different. Okay. Then you know what? I'll just do this. Watch.
Whoa.
All right.
Fancy.
Excellent. The place starts to fog up. You all hear a
That's the voice. That one.
So, Nicole, you said you were checking things out?
Yes, he's going to use Divine Sense to look for in good or evil.
That's what, celestial or fiend?
But you can actually do
Or
good
undead.
or evil. It gives you the location.
Oh, like their alignment?
I
I thought it was just Celeste. Okay.
If it's not behind it, this is really confusing because it says you can detect good and evil until the end of your next. Is it an alignment thing or is
No,
it specifically those?
it's because alignment means jack shit in 5th edition. It's just. It says you can affect. Okay,
thank
sense
you.
anything affected by the hallowed spell, or know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. This would be more like if you were trying to like, if someone was like a fiend was disguised as like a mortal, you would be able to sense that they were actually a fiend, or you know, like someone's secretly a vampire, secretly an angel, something like that.
Okay. I mean, he doesn't know
You
what a
go-
Medusa is connected.
Right. So you start looking around. Your eyes are scanning. They kind of stop at Kothar for a second, and then you keep moving.
What? What's the matter?
You know, I just have to check every time. It's fine.
What's funny
still
is
me.
the outline of it like doesn't outline Kothar's clothes, so you just see like an outline
Him.
of his like.
It's
his
X-ray vision,
form.
but just the outline.
Yeah, outline of his like muscly chest and his like snatched booty and tail that's just like whipping around.
How are you doing that?
You don't see anything. However, you do notice two. So you're in a larger cavern right now, and there are two cave. Other than the areas that you, so you just obscured the main entrances, but you notice there are two caves within this cavern. One that has like a natural mouth that's over here, and one that has a gilded archway that looks more like a structure, like a built structure, and it does not look gnomish. It actually looks drowish.
Well, it looks like we have options here. I don't think we should stick around and face the Medusa on their home turf.
And you all also notice that statue of a gnome next to Lucius going like this with the crystal.
Oh yes, that was the young one I was trying to talk to about why he was holding the crystal like that.
Where is he pointing the crystal towards? The door? The drow door?
Yes.
I'm going to get down on his level, which isn't hard for me, and like trying without touching, look through the crystal, like kind of where his eye line is, to try and see if I can like understand what he was trying to get at.
So as you look through the crystal, you see it's pretty much lined up with that doorway, but the view through it is like all like obscured. Roll a flat intelligence check.
Okay. My best stat, intelligence. Let's tell you what.
We need an investigator in the party.
We have
14.
You feel like this gnome was attempting to look through this crystal at his attacker, maybe hoping that it might save him.
I think the attacker, or I think whatever turned this gnome to stone was through that door.
Lucius?
It's definitely no man that did this. It was
Shout out to
creature.
No Man.
Does that mean that there's going to be a Blurst creation coming through that door?
It's a goose hydra.
Furby Medusa, no.
Oh no, it's the reverse Medusa. No!
I'm pretty sure there is one.
I literally fought
Yeah,
it. She became
yeah,
a
they
crime.
did make one.
Oh no.
And
Wow.
I
It almost
definitely,
killed me.
I definitely gave gnome a little bit of an idea.
Gosh.
God damn.
I was like, switch the faces around. Like, all right.
All right. Where are you gonna go?
She did ask me to go to her quarters. I thought I was going to get a little bit lucky as an old man.
Which
But
which
Okay,
way
wait,
were
wait.
the quarters?
she was speaking to the right.
Here, and I point to the direction to the right. Here.
Yeah.
What?
I believe so, yes.
Okay,
Lucius?
I'm gonna cast clairvoyance.
Yes, Cora.
Lucius, see her? Just hear her.
Just here.
Lucius, you are not. It happened all so fast.
Yes,
You-
very, very. Lots of things happened. I don't
Do you
remember.
remember if you
Lucius,
saw it
speak.
or not?
Who are you?
All right, that's what I thought. Okay.
All right. What are you doing with
Lucius.
clairvoyance?
First
I'm
of all,
going to.
let's take some hempen rope and tie it around Lucius, and then hold it in one hand so he doesn't get lost anymore.
So you've made him a leash and a harness.
Yes.
Yes. All right. Lucius, you can now only travel 50 feet from J-Mitch at any time before you guys have to start making strength saves against each other.
Or I
30 feet.
just let go, but
Youths these days are into some weird things, but I'm going for it.
Okay.
Anyway,
I guess everyone's into you, Jamin.
I'm impressed.
Kothar.
I'm impressed.
I'm going to use clairvoyance to look through the fog into the next room with sight.
Okay. You're looking over here?
Yeah.
Okay. As you squint, you see I'm gonna see if there's a thing I can read to make it sound cool. All right. You see a cavern that is kind of lower, like you're up and it's like stairs go down to a cavern. The floor of this cavern is worn smooth, but the walls are rough. There is a great menhir. A menhir is like a boulder creature that you've been seeing, like kind of hanging out and helping the gnomes. They're just like little living boulders. You see a great menhir carved from a stalagmite that stands in the center of the chamber, pockmarked with dozens of empty sockets that might have once held gems. You think... Make a history check.
History, okay.
Or religion, sorry. Make a religion check.
Religion. Just kidding. Religion.
Eh.
Fuck. I don't know religion of the Underdark.
You just see a giant stalagmite in there, poking out of the ground, with like pockmarks in it. And it's like a single chamber down there, just one chamber with the two stairs coming up and down. And you also see behind it there was once a passageway to the north, but it has long been since caved in.
Okay, but I don't see anything else other than that.
No.
Okay, I'm going to switch to hearing. That's what I thought. Okay. I'm going to say to the party, through that system, past the fog cloud, I completely forgot what it was called. There's a room with a stalagmite in the center. It has a lot of holes in it. It's how big was it? A massive room or was it a fairly small room?
I would say it is a little bit smaller than the cavern you're in right now.
It's fairly small, smaller than here at least. There's a passageway that has been caved in, looks like for seemingly a long time.
That's great.
Too small for us to get
there a
through,
Medusa there?
or
Yeah.
No, there's no Medusa in there, not that I could see. I didn't hear anything either.
Hmm.
An
I
eagle
think-
screams.
What's an eagle doing down here?
What the fuck is an eagle?
What the?
You know the sound of like desolation for some
Who
reason
the
always
fuck
has like
brought an eagle?
An eagle.
scream.
you mean a red-tailed hawk that they use for the sound of eagles? Because eagles
I was
are so-
literally gonna say that.
They sound.
That's so funny. Okay, yeah. So that's what you see up there.
Nothing
I think
directly dangerous.
I think maybe the danger's through the door that the gnome's pointing at.
Is that not where he was looking?
He was looking at the door, the Drowish door, through
This
the
one?
gem. It looks like, but
Sorry, was it pointing this way or was it pointing this way?
It was pointing. Oops, wrong button. Hold on. Delete. It was pointing this way.
Yeah, that
Or
is
he
right.
looked
Oh,
this
well.
way.
Yes.
Through the fancy door.
The
Oopsies.
I think it was trying to.
beautiful door.
I think it was trying to muddle its sight with the gem, and it didn't work.
He might have been
we know of
too
anything?
slow.
Do we know of
Well-
anything that can protect you from Medusas?
Well, what
Uh,
if we did
Everyone
this
make
and-
a flat intelligence check.
Wait, but I have an idea. Okay.
Everyone roll, but I want to hear Anazira's idea.
Mhm.
Okay. Hold on. Flat intelligence. Let me just roll that. Just ability check.
Oh no.
Oh.
I've gained a lot of wisdom in my years.
Yo, I know how to
feel
deal
like-
with snake
I
hairs.
feel like
Let's
I
go.
would like to use my inspiration to re-roll that, but I also feel like maybe I should have rolled it with advantage anyways because I have a lot of intelligence from books. But I'm gonna re-roll. with
Hold
intelligence.
on, Missy. You do not get to decide when you roll advantage.
I'm gonna use my inspiration then.
Okay.
That's better.
Okay. You didn't have
Okay.
to. I just thought that was really funny. I think I should have inspiration because I've
I
read a lot
think-
of books.
I had inspiration. I just thought maybe I should be rolling with advantage. You know what I
No.
mean?
If the rule says you roll with advantage, then you do. You don't just by default get
Okay.
advantage. Cheeky,
So
cheeky.
you know that fancy new ring that I just got?
Mm-hmm.
What if I changed it into a giant crystal shield that we could all look through, but it was like one of those like full body shields, so we could just walk behind it and look through it?
So the rule of the ring is you can't just make weapons up. It has to be like an actual weapon from the player's handbook and not
I-
just made up shit.
I choose the
Holy
anti-Medusa glasses weapon.
Okay, who rolled
Anytime
the
I
high-
look at a Medusa, they
Shamish.
explode.
Now I gotta go
You
see if there's a
get a
mirrored
feeling
shield.
that if you
Okay,
pick
hold on.
up one of the bajillion crystals lying around and look through it, it will help you against the. Hey Google, stop.
Did you hear that?
If you
Like it's
use
coming
the
through Google.
crystal, a creature with one hand free can hold a crystal to its eyes, gaining advantage on the Constitution saving throw made against the Medusa's gaze. However, you will make attack rolls with disadvantage.
Guys, I think I remember something my old grandma Google used to tell me about these crystals.
You had a grandmother?
Wait. And why did they know
Everybody
about
has had a
Rocklight?
grandmother. What do you mean?
I had 4 grandfathers. I don't know what you're talking about.
I probably could be
Was one of them named
grandpa.
Google?
Yes, one of them was named Google. That's why you were just repeating the words I'm saying.
No, I'm asking Anazir if one of her grandmothers was named Google.
Oh, right.
No,
right.
for grandfathers.
anyway.
I had
This
mine
is the
named
important
Google?
part of the conversation. You're right. Let's just stick to this part.
What did Granny Google?
Anyway, guys,
Can I turn?
I remember a little tidbit she told me from a bedtime story. She used to rock me to sleep, and she used to say, "Whenever you find yourself with a Medusa, there's crystals nearby, and you look through the crystals, you get a Constitution saving throw, but you get disadvantage on something that I forgot." The end, and then I would always fall right to
Oh my
sleep.
god.
What's a Constitution saving throw?
I don't
What
know.
is disadvantage?
That's what Grandma
Wait.
Google used to tell me. I don't know. I was
Was your
5.
grandma Google an adventurer? How else would she know about the
I
Medusas?
don't
Unless the-
remember. She
Is
didn't
it a
really
fairy
tell
tale?
me. It
Sounds
was like,
Grandma Google had a really great childhood of adventure.
let's just say my mom always said she got around, so I assume
I've
she was
been-
an adventurer.
That's the kind thing to do. It really
I pick up a crystal off the ground.
You now have a crystal.
Nicole
Wait.
holds like
I have a crystal egg in my inventory.
It's not see-through.
Okay. I'll take one
There's
from the ground
crystals
too.
everywhere.
Of crystals, player. No, not those crystals.
I'm so mad that this
We have
one
crystals at home.
particular-
Yeah, the crystals
crystals
you
at
have
home
at
be
home.
like-
Yeah.
Oh no, now I'll never be able to find a crystal.
Adrian's like, you're so unfair. There's no other crystals in here.
Why does my DM hate me?
I just want to use what I've got, you know what I mean? Like I'm a frugal bitch.
As there's
Cora-
thousands of crystals surrounding her.
Cora finds the biggest and shiniest crystal.
You feel like you are particularly qualified to find the biggest and shiniest crystal as a priestess of Skojan. So, yeah, you find one and it is illuminate.
Can I do a religion check to see if like these are special crystals?
Go ahead.
I pick up the dullest and least shiniest one.
You get the sense that this area that you're in was actually curated, and you get the feeling you're actually inside of a garden.
Like a crystal garden.
Yeah, this is a crystal garden. They're not magical. They have been grown for their beauty. And they do create like kaleidoscopy lights. They're not valuable though. You don't think? They're just very beautiful, very shiny. And they happen to be somewhat see-through, which just happens to be convenient for you.
I likes it here.
Yeah, so I'll just
Nicole
pick
is
up a random
very
one off the ground.
confused. He's like, I only have 2 hands. They're both occupied at the moment.
Do you normally does Nicole normally wear glasses?
Yes.
I take like two
Oh,
of the
no.
crystals and I just put them behind your glasses and like
Okay, Nicole.
pin them against your face with
As
your
long
glasses.
as the crystals are there, you can barely see shit, and you're going to be moving as if the ground is disadvantaged, or the ground is
Difficult terrain.
difficult
It's your
terrain,
shit.
and you're gonna
Yeah.
have disadvantage. You don't have to keep them there, but if you decide to keep them there, you'll be like, it's know what it looks like. It looks like if you didn't have your glasses on.
Wait,
Yeah.
wait! I take one out and I put it on. Just there's one lens with with crystal and one lens without. So it's like, hey, whenever if
Oh,
you
it's
like
gotta
you
be
think
even
there's a
worse.
Medusa nearby, you just
You ever
hold one
tried
eye
this?
closed like an eye
Have you-
patch.
Have you ever tried training with only one eye and switching eyes? It doesn't work very well for me.
I'm trying
yeah.
it right now, and I put one crystal behind my glasses as well.
That's
You know,
gonna
love,
happen.
you can also
You're-
just close your eyes if you need to,
Yeah,
or don't look.
like pirates do when they have the eye patch, so they can look above and below the ship.
I feel like I
That's-
should just not be looking with
Well,
this.
I'm just saying, yeah, you could close your eyes on the Medusa, obviously, but like if you need to see, open the eye that's behind the crystal.
This is too complicated for me.
This is a foolproof plan. I don't understand. It's literally right in front of you.
Just
Nicole
remember,
is-
leave room for.
And I wink the crystal eyes shut, and I keep walking.
Okay, you're
Nicole
see
is for
Lucius
the
with the
first
candy.
time going to sort of put the shield on his back and hold the crystal.
okay. That's spooky. Do you feel vulnerable?
Very.
Okay, where are you going? Where are you going?
No.
Ah!
I guess we just go through the drow door.
Go through the door, yeah.
Are we going through the door?
Yaslin, as you guys are looking at the door, you notice some coat of arms.
Is it the same as the other one I noticed?
Is the drow soldiers, soldier statues?
Yes.
Yes.
Hmm. Jorland's house.
Jamich is going to be stealthy here, and he's going to try and open the door as little as possible and sneak through,
Roll stealth.
if possible.
Is it
Can I
locked?
tell how old the door is? Like whoever it would have been put in after the sacking.
Okay, make a history check.
Oh,
I'm
no.
going to inspire myself to not take that roll.
Okay.
That's why I did that.
You are a fucking shadow. Yaslin, it's hard to tell. It looks kind of unkempt. So it's hard to tell the age.
Is it made of stone? Because I can use stone cutting to figure out the origin of stone.
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Like, how does stone
let's-
cutting work?
I don't remember. It's such a weird feature.
It's such a niche one that I want you to get. I want you to use this.
I know. I don't. I only like it because it's super niche.
Oh my gosh, guys! Do you see how the links are broken?
Yeah,
Yep.
the links
Yeah.
are all broken. That's okay.
I was wondering what I was hovering over it and I was like,
I know why.
bust and bust up
Ru-
Benucci.
OGL stuff.
Yeah, I was guessing that.
OGL connected.
Drama.
Okay. Go ahead. Are you proficient in history or no?
Half proficient, so I think I'm considered full
Yes.
proficient.
Yeah. Add a full proficiency bonus, and roll with advantage a history check.
Yeah. Double
my
nat
God,
20 on this.
This is 3 in a row.
I know.
I think that he
The
should just have
hell?
inspiration the rest of the night.
I know the hands that crafted this stone.
Jamich,
I know their ancestors.
you can tell that
The
this
core of the stone came from.
this
Granny Google.
stone
Grandma Google, man.
I can't say that
Great
word out
Grandma
loud. I can't
Google.
say it out loud because it's gonna wake mine up. This stonework is right around the exact same timeline age of The Fall of Blingdenstone, and this is drow crafted.
So this was made. You said this was made during the fall,
Like
or
right
like
at the fall. So remember, the Fall of Blingdenstone is when drow came and
right.
laid siege and completely razed the town. This
So
looks like
when
it was
that
built-
when that happened, this store was made there. Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
And it
I
is
relay that to the
covered-
party.
It is covered in the sigil of Duskrin,
And
a great
Joran's
house.
house.
The same
Duskrin.
house that Jorlin is from. And it is one of the great houses.
Jolan is the scarred member of
Mm-hmm. The one
Illustrious.
choosing-
Not Illustrious. What was
Gotcha.
it?
Illustrae.
Ilvara's.
Ilvara's boyfriend,
Cool.
ex-boyfriend.
I make sure to tell Yoslin this as well, because you're the I know you as the drow expert basically. And then I look at everybody else and I go
and
and I fade into the shadows.
yeah, you sneak in there, quiet as a mouse.
Mm-hmm.
As you cross the threshold,
I look at Cora too because I think Cora would be the most impressed by how stealthy I am.
Aura doesn't even see you. Well, okay, she pretends she doesn't see you. Like that's how she wants you to be like, damn, like you're so sneaky that you.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's how you feel.
Okay, I'm going. My eyes are pointed at the ground. At this point, I'm not looking
you're just looking at the floor.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Okay.
keep my eyesight pointed at a
Yes.
downward angle. So if because I'm assuming the Medusa is taller than me, and so if I look up, then I'm gonna get
Okay.
petrified. But if I
Cool.
look down,
So
Probably
I'm
not.
gonna say your vision is maybe half of its range because you're looking kind of downish, but you do see a very suddenly the adornments in this chamber would more be at home in a drow city than in Blingdenstone. Spider-themed tapestries, fine Zerkwood furniture, and racks of expensive clothing fill the area. All of it old and rotted, and you see this room is filled with great finery. A beautiful table, rugs, seats for guests, and another door just ahead of you, more like an archway. You can't quite see into the chamber beyond because you're averting your eyes.
rich people, why would they build something in the cavern like this? I just there's nobody around, right?
You don't see anyone in this room. I wish I
Okay.
could show the freaking. I can't show everybody.
It's okay. I just open the door behind me. I don't slam it open, but I just open it
Oh,
nicely, and I
what
just
to
go.
do.
I go. Coast is clear in the front. There's some more rooms to explore, though.
Boop. Hold on. Ignore this.
Ah,
I can't.
there's a bear in here.
No, this is just my little way to show everybody.
Unbearable.
It's unbearable. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that real quick.
I can barely believe it.
Oh no, not the bear pun. The bear puns are always the most intense.
Oh no.
What?
Yeah, they're unbearable. I agree.
I mean,
You guys
it's
are making
barely
me-
even there.
You guys are making me furious.
Wait, what?
Guys, let's put a pause on this bear puns thing for a second. And just keep
We need to
playing the
have
game.
a clause in this that puns are only allowed on certain
yeah.
weekends.
Okay, guys. Okay.
Gosh.
She's gonna wake Leo.
Oh shit! Is it Leo's bedtime? Oh my gosh! It is absolutely his bedtime. He better be asleep.
That would be a grisly affair.
Oh, today Leonidas is 1 year and 5 months old. Oh, and
Birthday.
he's sleeping. He's all looking all cute. Oh, okay, sorry. All right. Are you moving into? Okay, the rest of you, are you following? Or are you gonna wait?
I would wait until Jamich would give the all clear, then I would go in.
That's
Lucius
kind of
is
that's what I'm
tethered to
doing.
J. Mitch
And as
from
didn't
the
see him
rope.
disappear.
Lucius is tethered to
And
J.
he's
Mitch.
like, J-Mitch? J-Mitch?
I forgot about that.
Like, now we've lost our chef. First we lose our cuddly daddy, and now we've lost our chef. J-Mitch!
We found
I open the door and I go, shh. There's more to explore in here.
Excellent. So, Anna Zero would
Yeah,
immediately go through the door.
Oh, okay.
So Desmond.
roll stealth if you're trying to be stealthy.
Yeah.
Nicole is very confused because I think
All right, Anna
he
Zero,
thought the
you just
intention
go
was for people.
bum, 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 bum.
And Yaslin knocks into her as well.
Oh my god.
Clang, 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 clang.
Bum, bum,
All of
bum, bum. All of you just shuffle in.
We just fall through the doorway onto a giant pile on the ground.
All of you suddenly hear a voice from the next chamber. I see I have company. It has been so long. And none of you are gnomes. How curious. Why don't you come in?
What's
With a voice
come out
like
and
that,
meet
I could
us?
be a
Like,
gnome for
wouldn't
you.
it be a better a host to come out and meet us instead?
Why are you afraid?
Guys,
It's
I
just
think
polite.
I know why I'm supposed to be here. I think I've realized my purpose.
I can come out to meet you if you wish.
I could be a gnome for you if you want.
God damn it, we're already horny for the Medusa.
All of you start to see a figure approach through the doorways, through the archway. Are you looking?
I'm
No.
pointing-
No.
No.
I'm
I have the
looking
crystal.
straight at their feet.
At the feet.
I'm using the crystal.
Lucius
But
is
you-
just looking at the rope he's bound in, just like.
So you're just making, okay. So,
Yaslin's looking through the crystal.
And Azir is also looking through their crystal.
so those who are just looking down see a pair of purple drow lady legs
Oh no.
in high heels, like a strappy heel, like model walk into the room. Just at the doorway and just waits. Those of you who are looking through your crystal, you see purple and flowing kind of silk material, kind of distorted. But you don't feel anything assaulting you just yet.
Yaslin can't see her face clearly.
No.
Good. Because she could be hot.
Oh no, she's hot.
Here's
Remember, I talked about this just before, so.
anybody who chooses to look at her, I have a picture, but I'm only going to show it to the people who choose to look.
Nicole.
Well, I look.
You can't tell me that.
Nicole.
No.
I mean, he's looks like I don't know what's going on.
All right, Nicole, are you going to look?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to DM
Are you looking through the crystal, or are you looking through...
No, he's just gonna look.
See, this is the real temptation of Medusa
I want
to
to see a
look.
picture.
Like, because you can always RP like, oh, I just didn't look, but you can RP out of this if you want to see the cool picture. You have to look. I love this.
Is it actually a picture from Out of the Abyss?
No, it's a picture that I painted.
Yeah, it's a hand
no,
drawn
no,
Scarlet.
Come on.
I know,
You
right?
can't do that to us, Scarlet.
And
Come
it's gonna
on.
work.
It's actually
Come
such a good
on.
mechanic if you think about it. Like, it's
can't do
actually
that to
so
us.
mean.
All right, Kurutsu. I need you
Yep.
to first make a Constitution saving throw, and I'm going to DM you what you see.
Lucius is gonna look at her again too.
God damn you. Okay, I'm going to do this one at a time because I can't
As
handle it.
soon as the hot mommy art comes out, everybody begins to crumble.
Everyone's just like,
Yes.
whoa.
So this had been more or less than 1 minute from when
Oh, no.
we caught up with Lucius.
What?
Why do I have a...
Well, this had been more or less than 1 minute since we met up with Lucius. So probably a couple
This has
minutes.
been
from
like, how long it took you to go through that
Yeah.
door? Like an hour?
Yeah, we spent a long time
And looking for
discussing about the crystals. Yeah.
now. Okay, I just wanted to
Okay.
make sure that Bless wasn't
Okay,
still in effect.
hold on, let's see. What did you roll?
14.
Okay, let me see what happened. I was seeing if you resist, if you're then immune to it, but you are not. Okay, for a second, you're able to glance at her. and you feel her eyes flash at you, but you grit your teeth and it assaults you. Though you know if you stare for much longer, it might overtake you, but you resist the effects for now. Yaslin, are you also looking?
I was looking for the crystal.
You're
Does
looking
that
for
mean I
the.
have to have...
You get to make the save with advantage, so make a Constitution saving throw, but you don't get to see what she looks like.
Damn it.
And Azura
I'll
will
show
have
the
looked
audience.
without the crystal.
Oh, okay.
I have eyes on the side of my face. It's hard to look through the crystal.
That's cute.
Yaslin,
actually
you're
hilarious.
able to resist for the time being, but you feel like it's not a good idea to just keep staring at through her. It's more important to. Okay, Adrian, make a Constitution saving throw.
And normal, right?
Yeah. All
15?
right, you make your save. You get a glance, but again, you should probably look away once you soak it all in.
Well, first let me see the art, and I'll decide.
I'm gonna post the art to my Discord in the main chat for the audience to look at.
We're not allowed to though.
No,
And Azura does not look away.
okay.
Oh my god.
Guys, this is the TPK. This is
No
what
fight. There's no
Everyone-
fight. Everyone just like can't look away.
Everyone's
how
just
we die.
drooling.
Oh, by the
And
way,
Azura does, however, put their heart across their chest and go to one knee
mommy.
and says, "My lady."
Damn it.
those of you who are seeing her, who else is looking? You notice that
Just
the dress,
Lucius was.
Lucius. Okay, the dress she is wearing is like a white sheer material. It is very fancy, expensive, though it looks like it's old and it has kind of like started like tearing away. But you can absolutely see like her bare breasts underneath and the form of her like feminine
I made the right
figure.
decision.
Yeah, I bet a lot more people want to see the art.
Do I still have the effects of the?
No, you're
Oh,
you're
thanks.
cured from the last time, but you could make a con save to see if you can resist it again.
Are we gonna die, actually?
Oh no,
Oh my god!
Oh.
Lucius. You
Instantly
hear everyone else go, ow, 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 my lady. And you're like, my lady? You become instantly petrified.
Let go of the rope.
Did we notice this?
Yeah, you all just saw Lucius just turned to stone.
Okay.
And she goes,
Stop there, or...
Dear, please forgive me. I don't have quite a grasp on it.
Don't seem too aggressive.
Why
Are
do
you-
I need to be aggressive?
Nothing against you, of course, but it's just every other drow we've come against just tried to kill us or enslave us, and we are just I'm not used to. Besides Yaslin, of course, and I'm not used to being somebody so polite and cordial.
I don't think she's a drow.
Oh,
Excuse me. I am
Not anymore,
Hydra Duskrin. I am most esteemed of drow.
oh,
She seems to be my
Isn't that
Medusa now.
She seems a little like annoyed at that comment, and she's gonna try to capture your gaze, and she makes intense eye contact with you.
Yaslin's not looking.
Sorry. What did you say her name was?
Nahidra Duskrin.
Hydra. Okay.
You just see Lucius like,
Yeah,
just like frozen.
he's got a nosebleed.
Like Master Roshi in Dragon Ball.
listen, I don't want to put you out or anything, but do you happen to know what's going on with the earth elementals around here? They seem to be going crazy.
It is fascinating, isn't it? Everyone I turn to stone just reanimates.
It's not you that's doing that, though. You just turning into a stone.
It is beyond my power, but there is something else here. Something quite delicious.
Could you point us in their direction?
They're everywhere. They seep through the halls, through the walls. It is not a tangible entity. I don't know what it is called, but it makes a formidable ally.
Oh, ally, you say. Gazlan wants to cast darkness.
Darkness is my ally, yes.
Okay, cast darkness.
No!
No.
Jamich says.
No.
Mommy!
Mommy,
Gazlan
help.
casts darkness. The picture has to be deleted on the Discord. Just saying.
I'm going to show all of you at the end of the session so you're not all missing out. All right, it's dark. Let me-
Question.
yeah.
So nobody
Theoretical
can see through
question.
it.
What would happen if I pulled out Dawnbringer?
It's magical.
In magical
it's
darkness,
light.
nothing.
It would just make
No,
the magical
okay.
darkness go away.
So it would disperse the magical darkness. Is what you're okay.
If it's a higher spell level, yeah.
I mean,
I
it's
think
my
they-
Okay,
sword.
before this happens, J-Mitch,
Okay.
you hear slow stepping. And you can't see shit. It is pitch black.
Nicole is going to. Sorry.
I'm looking at where I perceive my feet to be.
You can't see anything. Oh yeah, you're looking
Yeah.
down. You feel a cool touch against your cheek. Like a caress and a little like tongue flick. It's kind of scaly and smooth. And you hear a whisper, I can still see you.
Kettern
figured you
played
might
this
be able
card.
to.
Y'all thirsty?
We wouldn't
Everyone
want
have
to
a
take
drink.
this. We wouldn't want to take this situation for granted now.
Nicole is going to step forward because he can still see through the darkness. He's going to set his hand on J Mitch's shoulder and very pointedly not look at her. My lady Nahidra, you said?
Yes. And what is a outsider, an overworlder doing down in my domain?
We were not here by choice.
Runaway slaves.
I never said that.
She looks at you kind of pointedly.
I think she can discern certain things about us.
Who was your mistress?
You, if we're lucky.
Do you say that?
Yes, absolutely.
You feel some fingers reach. Wait, make a persuasion, actually.
Hell yeah.
But she seems very interested when she says that. Who is your mistress?
This is great because I never was technically anybody's slave. I never really escaped. I just found you guys.
You feel some like fingers traced right to your cheeks and give it like a little. Mm-mm.
I blush.
Ilvara Mizrim.
Suddenly, all joyfulness and like flirtation drops out of her voice. Mizrin. Ilvara.
We have no allegiance to her.
Mizrin. That cunt.
Yeah.
Seduced my mate, and he left
Dolan?
me. She looks at you like you can't see because it's pure darkness, but the silence goes dead.
I try to look at you like the same
When-
way she's looking at you.
When I say Jorlin or when...
When you said Jorlin,
When you said Jorlin.
she stopped
Yeah.
mid-sentence, like the echo, and it's dead silent.
The darkness
You
dispels.
hear-
I'm just kidding.
How do you know that name?
He is another member of your house, Erskine, and he also helped us escape from her.
You are allies with Jordan?
Listen, I just met these guys. I have no idea what's going
Ella is a strong
certainly
word
helped
for
us.
someone who helped us.
Yeah, he helped us. I wouldn't know
Once.
necessarily
Just
an
once.
ally.
He said
Haven't
he would
seen
kill
him
us if
since.
he ever saw us again.
Oh, he did though, didn't he?
As you say
Why
that,
are we offering all of this information?
This is the first time I'm hearing any of this, by the way.
we're going to be rolling initiative.
God damn
Oh
it.
no.
But before we get started, I have to make her token real quick, and I also want to refill my Y glass
Potty break.
because this is going to be intense. That was
Man.
the... Yeah. If you guys do
Did
choose
we
to...
fuck up without knowing we fucked up?
I was trying to do something else, but I can't really.
roll my own initiative.
What? Go ahead. What?
I want to roll. Never mind. I'm at the top of the order.
I would like to. No, never mind.
Actually, never mind.
Ellie's like, I want to get above a 30. Come on.
Yeah,
you're so mean.
Damn, you're so mean. You never let me do
Unfair.
anything cool or fun.
You guys make me feel so bad. Okay, let's go have a break. I need to
You
update her
like
token.
it.
Only if I know you're playing with me. I'm always so... I'm like, oh, I gotta make it fun. I gotta make it fun. Praise
I
me,
would like to do
praise
something
me,
after we
praise
come
me.
back. Before
You always do
the
such a
combat
marvelous
starts.
job in these.
Good girl,
Go.
Scarlett.
Oh, did you just say good girl?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
like,
Oh,
She was joking at first, and she's like, "Wait, what?"
I've only heard
Wait,
that
hold
from
on.
one mouth before. Oof, okay, I'll be right back. Whew, whew, whew.
ugh.
I wonder if I just screwed over the group.
I don't think you screwed over the group. I think we collectively screwed ourselves.
I mean, when I said Jarl and
Jorlin.
yeah.
I think it's fine. I am going to see if Scarlet will let me do what I was planning anyway. I don't know if it will mitigate the combat. We'll see. This is interesting. I was not expecting. I actually don't know how Medusas are made in lore.
I thought Medusa's supposed to be snake-like.
Yeah. Well, no, I believe. Well, I don't know how it works in D&D, but I know that they are supposed to have like the lower body of a snake too in myth. Or is that Naga? I can't remember.
You
But
see,
yeah.
I keep on thinking of basilisks,
Yeah,
which are
basilisks are-
completely, and they're different, but they do the same thing. So I keep on getting confused.
Well,
Yeah,
the other funny
I'm.
thing.
Yeah, I keep thinking the same way.
Well, the funny thing is
But-
that basilisks are. They don't look. There are a couple different versions of the basilisk, and that there are also
Yeah.
cockatrices, which also do the whole turning to stone kind of thing.
I remember
They're
the
so many.
basilisk in Baldur's Gate 1. They were like smallish lizard type, not smallish lizards, but not massive lizards like you see in other things.
Yeah, not like in like Harry Potter and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't want to mention that name.
Yeah, well,
I know.
yeah.
I was going to say Sanctuary, but no one would know Sanctuary, so
Well, yeah, they're. I think they are actually technically smaller. I think in mythology there aren't any large versions. There probably is that I don't know, but the fun thing is like in Final Fantasy, basilisks and cockatrices they're like swapped.
Oh, that's true. Basilisks look like roosters, and it's confusing. I just need a second to like set the encounter up. I
have a question
Yeah.
before we start the encounter.
Absolutely.
I was going to try and use my diplomat feat to charm her before the thing started.
What does that do? Is it like a magical charm, or is it
It is
societal?
it's a diplomancy.
I love that.
Diplomacy.
A diplomat.
Sorry.
That's actually kind of funny because it is spelled that way, right?
No, there's an extra N when you say diplomacy. Diplomacy, my other tabletop group always calls it diplomancy, which is why
I
we say
think
that.
that's great.
But
looking for a token.
diplomacy is just like, it's just, I don't think it's a magical effect. It doesn't specify.
Okay, will you
might be.
will you show me what it is? I might allow it, but I also might override. Just
Yeah, no,
depending.
you totally allowed.
I mean, I do think this is one of those things that I am like cool with a interesting result. So I am 100% like vibing off of your guys's what you're doing.
Where we screwed ourselves over a little bit.
Guess what, Kurtzu?
Yes.
I was reading my Pathfinder book and I was like talking out loud to Steven about all the cool things and and then we were talking about Kingmaker and I was like, well, I don't know if they have that for 2nd edition, and he Googled it. He's like, yeah, they do have it. Oh my gosh, it's so expensive. And I was like, yeah, it's too expensive.
Kingmaker for 2nd edition?
Yeah, they have Kingmaker for 2nd edition and he ordered it for me.
Aw.
It's a
Wow.
Still had to play
600-page book.
Winning Hubby
I
of
still
the
had to
Year
play
awards. Left
I
and
still
right.
play the video game Kingmaker. That
That's
was fun.
That's
but
what it's based on. It's
Yeah, it's
$100.
based off of the.
It's $100. We've got it on discount for like $7, but still, I don't think I've ever spent that much money on a book. I couldn't believe
I
you
have.
I
did that.
certainly have.
But yes, Kingmaker
good.
is a
$50.
very fun.
Module.
Like the 1st edition module was really fun.
Yeah. I don't.
The first tabletop game I played with people, and it was also online, was D&D. It was Pathfinder.
Did you get the
And-
special edition?
I don't
Sorry, I
know.
didn't mean to.
I don't know. We did zero research. He just because I was like, no, don't do it. Let's wait. And he like was like, no, got your nose. Oops. Oh, order it.
late.
What are you gonna do? I can't find. I'm looking for like a
I have it.
Medusa token, but I
Oh.
don't have one. So I think I'm just gonna like get a drow token and just throw it down.
What if you were
You
to
could
do one of
also
those
just use her
serpent
art.
lady thingies? Oh, you could use your art.
No, you little sneak. No, I'm just kidding. That
Well, I
would
mean,
take,
we're gonna have to look
I
at her now anyway.
I would have to. I would have to set up like that would take me too long.
Okay.
I'm just gonna grab a random thing that kind of
So,
looks like it.
Preferably hottie.
Yeah.
So my first ever game of
Okay. Increases your
Tabletop
charisma
stuff.
score. You gain proficiency, persuasion. You get double. You spend a minute talking to someone who can understand what you say. You can make a charisma contested by their wisdom. If your companions are fighting the creature, your check automatically fails. If your check succeeds, the target is charmed by you, but as long as it remains within 60 feet for a minute after.
Came in late. What are we talking about?
Okay, but here's if we do this is the thing. If she fails and you're able to charm her, that charm lasts for 1 minute,
Yeah, just for 1 minute.
which means she's gonna probably be pissed with you unless you can make a case. I'm gonna say that she'll be charmed in the sense that she will hear you out.
Yeah, I'm not going to make her do anything.
Yeah, I think that
But-
wouldn't make a lot of sense. Let me come on. Let's find some cool token. I can't find any cool tokens that make sense. Maybe I gotta go up here. NPCs, maybe.
You're a cool token.
You're a cool token.
Let's see.
I was really happy to make this character.
They didn't have cantrips in 2.5, did they?
Dungeons
Dungeons and
2.5?
Dragons. Dungeons and
Oh my
Dragons,
gosh, Seven, thank you
3.5.
so much for gifting 5 subs. 7.
Yeah. They're in
Whoa.
3.5.
Thank
They did.
you.
I'm saying like 2.5.
Oh, I don't know about
Or
2.5, but
two.
they did in 3.5.
Jamich, I just found a token that looks like a dwarf chef, and I'm thinking
Please.
that.
Please, yes. Yes, please.
Yes, yes, please.
I'm tired of holding an axe. I don't have an axe.
Okay. I will switch that to you as soon as I switch and find.
I might have found a cool. Are you trying to make a specific token, or are you just looking for any token?
So I have like 1,000 tokens all like organized and shit, and so I'm just I'm like looking specifically for something to use for this Medusa so that it's like not.
I also just sent you something. Maybe that will work. Let me know.
Okay, let me look.
Okay.
It was a good effort.
Yeah.
It was a good effort.
A for effort.
It was like if you don't have anything else type of thing.
I could pick something.
Gotcha.
I'm being particularly picky because I feel like I remember seeing
Got it.
Medusa in my collection, and I'm just frustrated that wait. Yup, I have a Medusa. Okay, let me update Jamich because I found a token for y'all.
Yes.
This is gonna be great.
One of the things I noticed in another game using Foundry is that you can actually have health bars under people.
Yeah,
I don't think it's.
You can.
Yeah, I don't. Because the way we play, like, we don't really know how much health our people have. Do
That's
we? So it's not
that's
good
why.
for-
That's intentional.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I did that because I just didn't. Oh no, where did my Medusa go? Ah! It's kind of
I
lagging.
like this one.
It's lagging a little bit, which is annoying the fuck out of me.
You've got a pot. Spoon the pot.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Am I breaking
A
up?
little chocolate.
No,
No, you're good.
no.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about the token that you just put for.
Yeah, that's a nice token.
Yeah. Okay, let me get the Medusa. And then I gotta edit her. There we go. Cool. Fucking took a lot longer than it should have, but
Oh wait, why is Kothar all the way over there?
Skills.
Who is Kothar? Lucius is all the way outside still.
I maneuvered
Lucius
when the
is
darkness
frozen
went
in
up.
stone
yeah, you
But
guys.
Lucius,
permanently.
wouldn't Lucius being in the room to be frozen in stone because he wouldn't have seen her outside?
That's true.
You would have to be in the room.
He said he looked at her. He said I look at her.
Yeah, but
We're saying where he is.
Oh yeah, you would be at the entrance of the room, I think.
Okay.
Okay, let me see. I gotta make a couple of edits to character sheet. Okay, how you guys feeling?
Nervous.
You
Silly
should-
boot goofy mood.
What the?
Who's?
That's
Oh.
outside.
Music.
No, that's outside.
Gotta
No, that's outside my door.
Well,
It's weird.
stay inside.
That's right outside my door.
Don't go outside.
Would it be Steven doing it?
No, that's outside.
Well, outside.
Someone is
Well,
like,
then-
is that fireworks?
that's not
I'll be right
fireworks.
back.
It's probably
could
not
be.
fireworks. Don't
Yeah.
don't go outside though, Scarlet.
Don't.
Well,
You
she's
peek
already
out the
she's already
window.
gone.
Not with a lit window. We live in
That's true.
Arizona,
Yeah.
I don't know what that
where
means.
there are no gun laws.
It is possible that it
Oh.
is because
It
it's
could be
Chinese New
fireworks
Year.
though, because people also. It is Chinese Lunar New Year.
It might
It's
just be like
probably-
firecrackers or something.
it
That
could
doesn't
prob-
sound like firecrackers, but also I can't
Well,
tell because
we
to
don't
me-
have
Yeah,
very
it's
many restrictions on fireworks either here.
And
We
the
have
mic
a
suppresses
burn
so
ban.
much it's impossible to tell what it was.
Yeah,
have,
so I'm just like, I don't
there are
know.
certain
It could be-
fireworks that you're supposed to only use for like shows professionally that people still launch in random neighborhoods all the time here. Like it
Mhm.
literally was constant fireworks from Christmas to New Year's for us in my neighborhood. It was pretty funny. Welcome back.
It sounds like someone
Fireworks?
is shooting off fireworks.
Yeah.
For
It is
Lunar
Chinese
Year.
Lunar Year.
Yeah, it's Lunar New Year.
or whatever.
I just didn't know anybody in my neighborhood celebrated it, but yeah, my son just woke up, so cool.
Aw.
Of course.
Oh no.
Aw.
Sorry.
Of course.
I just thought
What time is it there?
it's not even 8 o'clock at night.
But the sun just went down like an hour ago, so it would be about the time they'd be launching them if they were doing it.
Sounded like fucking gunshots. That's just scared me so bad.
It was very
I've
breaking
only,
news, so I
I
don't
only
know.
shot a gun once in my life. It was a rifle.
Yeah, I just mean if someone's shooting guns outside of my neighborhood, that would mean
Yeah.
That's a
Not
different
Maybe time to
ballgame.
move.
The pattern was too constant for it to be gunshot.
Yeah, it was a
shots,
pretty like the frequency and the rate of it that did feel a little bit more fireworky.
Yeah.
Bob knows everything about gunshots.
Well,
in
San Diego, anytime there
yeah, I
was
know.
anytime
I
there
was
was
like-
a loud noise,
I
Ellie
would
would
look
look
at
at me, I'm like,
I would look at
like-
was that a gun?
I'm like, car backfired. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, trunk closed. Oh.
Yeah.
And then like one time she looked, I was like, yeah.
That was a
gunshot.
gun. I know.
Okay, one last thing. Okay. Shit, I forgot to drag her onto the. There. Okay. She's right here. Let's
It doesn't look that hot. Nothing to
Okay.
say.
Can I mechanically?
Yeah.
Can I just say
Mm-hmm.
that the way you described her caressing Jamich's face, that she would be closer to Jamich?
Okay, I think she'd be like.
I'm
right
okay
in
with
front.
that.
I think she'd be right here.
Are you
Um,
sure she wouldn't either be one step up or one step to
Well,
the left?
Here or
Technically,
here.
Yeah, let's get
well,
real
Yeah, I
close
thought-
with each other.
No, I thought.
What happened?
Sorry. go ahead.
Oh,
No, he
hi.
moved. He moved.
I moved.
Oh.
Technically, being here is equally far from him.
Yeah.
She's just facing him, and she's right in her doorway.
Okay, well, I guess for the template
It-
that is like literally just in that spot, can we pretend it also encompasses that spot?
What is that template for?
Well, could answer my question first.
It's darkness.
Yes, but
Okay.
Because it
hold
sounded
on.
like you said that
Yes,
she
but-
stepped into the darkness to.
she can see you just fine in the darkness. She has
Even in
true
darkness?
sight.
Mhm.
Right, but just being semantic with the description, it
I
sounded
know,
like
I'm
she walked
trying- Yeah, you felt her come close to you just because she was annoyed that you thought you could sneak away. All right, I just wanted to see where she was in the turn before you did any funny business. Yes, I will say that she is inside that circle. Unless, like, you literally could take one step forward and do the same circle.
No, I can't.
in. She cannot.
Why? What is
There
the
are
circle? What do you? Why are you?
Wall
try-
of people.
You don't know. I don't know why I do this thing where I try to like bamboo.
Yeah. Oh, that's
I-
so. That's one of my like DM tips. I'm like, don't bamboozle me. I will help you get there. If you
I want it to be a surprise. I want to like.
Sorry, almighty
Oh
God.
man, is it
So-
lightning arrow?
You
Okay.
can't figure this
so
one out.
the reason
I'm
why
trying to just like have it be like a
The re-
woo
I know, but
moment.
the
Yeah.
reason why I don't like it to be a surprise is just in case you might have overlooked one thing and I have to rule against it. I feel like
Yeah.
I disappointed and ruined your surprise.
That's fair. Well, now knowing that she has true sight,
Yeah.
can I roll history to see if Cora would know that and what that means?
Gotcha.
The definition of true sight, please.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm actually going to use my Kenku recall on that
Cool.
as well.
Ooh.
So that'll be.
Would this all be
at
done
least-
before or after the diplomacy?
Oh, we never did the diplomacy. Fuck. You didn't.
Ellie's definitely the equivalent of standing on a cliff while it's raining out and cursing God to strike her.
You know
It's
that
that's really low, so it's fine.
there's something so magical about this being that not only can she see in the dark, but she can see things that are invisible. She can see things that are in the ethereal plane. She can see through illusion. You cannot blind her. She will find you. And she will petrify you and turn you into a tea party guest.
This is a weird version of Be Our Guest.
She's like,
Did that roll correctly? Like, wasn't supposed to have double proficiency with efficient persuasion and stuff like that?
Double proficiency just means that I get
it's a +6 instead
plus
of
+6 instead of +3.
Okay.
I have a +3 from charisma.
And she has to make a wisdom save?
Insight, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. Insight check.
Oh, I should have done that or I should have done that secret.
It was secret. I can't see it.
Oh, it's still
Yeah.
secret.
Yeah, we
Okay.
have to-
Oh, I was gonna let you guys know. So I had a conversation with Kurtzu about this too, but I want to let you guys know that I will continue to roll in secret, but not to screw you guys over, but more so I can save you guys if something goes awry, if there's a mistake, or if there's like something interesting happening that I don't want you to like know. It's not
I
to
like
be.
I like the private roles.
You do like the private roles?
I do.
Yeah.
I
think
want to
it's more
make
fun.
I want to make
I like
sure
it
that
too.
you guys don't think I'm doing it to bully you. I'm trying to be more mysterious and more exciting. However, I know that means that it's harder for you to decide if you're going to use your reactions. And that means what I'm going to do, I will pause before telling you the result of anything to give you an opportunity to use your reactions. So if I say I'm going to be casting a spell, blah, 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 I'll give you that opportunity. So I'm not gonna, because you are supposed to declare if you do something before you see the result of things a lot of times. So that's how we'll
Yeah.
carry forward. So I'll give you guys that chance. But yeah, I do kind of like keeping it a little bit secret because then
So
then you got to figure
can
things out and
also-
sleuth a little bit.
yeah, so like
Can I-
traditionally, if you're playing on a tabletop, there's a DM screen. The DM rolls privately,
Yeah.
but the DM also is like, "Oh, I rolled a 19,
Right.
or I rolled a 17."
And
And,
I
if you
will
have a
say
really
that.
cool, if you have a really cool DM who's like, "I don't want to kill everybody. I want to make it fun." Sometimes they fudge their rolls.
And I don't want to say to you guys
Dirty
that I might
secret.
sometimes fudge my rolls because then you're going to assume I'm fudging every roll. That's fudging every roll. I think I might have fudged one roll in this entire campaign. And it was more like a wild magic table roll because I just scooched it one up or down because you kept getting the same fucking one and it was getting boring.
I never fudge my rolls.
I had one little mechanical question,
Yeah.
which would have been for last session, not for this one. Would Counterspell have worked on that ghost screen?
It was not a spell.
Counterspell.
Okay,
He did not cast a spell.
It's just an effect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
okay, that
If
does make me feel
if
bad.
I'm going to cast a spell instead of using a feature, I will say they are going to cast a spell. And
Okay.
that's going to be signaling to you that counterspell is available. If I just
If
say,
anyone has it.
and then if I say they're going to make an attack, that signals that they're doing an attack. If they have some other action that is neither a spell nor an attack, but it's just a feature, then I'll just tell you what they do. But I will give you guys opportunities to I'll give you that opportunity. And the only reason I hesitated was I do know most DMs roll behind a screen. We've been doing open rolls because of Foundry this whole time, and I didn't want to suddenly change it and be too jarring for you guys. But if you guys are all on the same page, then we can do it like that.
Yeah. We're
Good
good.
to have mystery. Yeah.
Good talk. Yeah, it's a little mysterious. Okay. Nicole, how would you approach this Medusa with your charm before all the combat happens?
I would probably try to placate her first, but let's see.
So what's happening is she's like, Jorlin, what do you mean, Jorlin? You can say one thing to stop all of this.
Can I do a quick insight check to see, like, is she mad at Jorlin, or is she just
It's
like...
honestly, the rolls have already been made. There's no more
Okay.
checks to be made.
All right.
The results are in. This is for role play purposes.
All right.
She said exactly why she's mad at Jorlin.
Yeah, that's true.
She was
Um,
she was very clear
yeah.
about that.
It was. I think I remember saying ex-lover, wasn't it?
Her mate that was stolen.
Same diff.
So, yeah, basically. If you let us go, we'll help you kill Jorlin.
You say that, but you hear the rage in her voice, and she shrieks, and she rolled a dirty 20. It feels like madness and like feminine rage has overtaken her, and you feel like there's probably no getting through to her right now.
Oh, babe, you're just acting crazy.
Oh
You
yeah.
can't take that.
That might
out
make
on
it
her.
angry.
She wants that.
Oh my gosh. Why are we not in combat? What happened to the encounter?
Oh.
It's there. We can have multiple encounters at the same time. That's right. That's a feature of Foundry. You can have multiple encounters at once. I just never use that because that's insane. Okay, Cora, what is this?
Party they said it'd be fun.
What's this fucking weird Cora trick you're gonna do?
No, with my history, I can't do it. I learned that if there was information
What
that
you gonna do though?
Do you want to know?
I do. Now I'm
I kinda
curious.
wanna
Is it
know.
smoke?
I was gonna use my channel divinity time and blind the Medusa, and I positioned myself behind the party so they weren't looking at me, so they wouldn't be blinded, and only she would be blind.
That is so amazing. I'm so sorry that she has true sight. I didn't pick true sight. It's just
Yeah, it's
part
fine.
of the Medusa.
It's fine. It's whatever.
You were gonna go, ah!
Yeah, she would just be like, she would take out her shiniest gemstone, and it would just light up and blind her.
I'm gonna say this. You are about to do your channel divinity, and suddenly you feel like a phantom presence, like a gentle hand on your shoulder, and like a voiceless whisper saying, "This isn't the time."
And you see a crack happen in Lucius's petrified figure.
Petrified back.
Yeah, you feel the presence. Maybe Segojin is looking after you.
Oh shit. She will love to explore that at a later date.
Can I
So
be a little bit of a rules lawyer?
Yeah.
I believe people have argued that you can blind something with true sight. You're physically removing you're removing their ability to see. It is not removing their ability to see through illusions or anything. You're like
Yeah, it's
mechanically
not
removing.
see clearly.
If
it's
that's true, I'll
see
let
it
this
all.
happen. Hold on. Can something with blind sight be blinded? I don't know.
Blind sight is
Actually,
different.
true
Yeah.
sight.
Blind sight is
Oh,
different.
true sight. Sorry, true sight. Oh, that
Blind
would
sight
be-
specifically means that you can see while you're blind.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Okay.
I get to do it.
Cora, you can do it.
I get to do it.
So you feel that, okay, instead, I'm going to retcon. You feel
Okay,
the little hand
okay.
on your shoulder and you say, you hear just like a whisper, like, go get him, kid. Segojin sounds like a blast.
See what I mean though about the template? It's like perfectly not.
I know. Yeah. I'm going to say it works. I rule
Okay.
it to be so.
Okay.
Rule of cool.
So Gojin extends your range by 5 feet.
You can do it.
Okay. So she holds up like her shiniest gem and she closes her eyes and she just holds it up. And from this light, it just emits this like blinding light.
You hear like a wah. What? Let's see. Since I made that up, I have to come up with
You
the constitution.
did. I'll tell you what you told me.
Yeah. What kind of save do you think it would be? Would it be a Constitution because it's her eyeballs?
Maybe con? You just told me. So 20-foot radius, anyone looking at me. Start of my next turn.
Okay. This is start of your next turn. Yeah, this is very similar to the Light Cleric Channel Divinity. They have a similar thing. That's where I was inspired. But, okay, I'm going to make a con. What is your DC?
You could also say they might be wise enough to look away.
My DC, since I'm not a caster, is only 13.
13.
As the room lights up, I'm going to say the magical darkness just is shattered by this divine light. And as this happens, all of you have been kind of used to the light. The Medusa does go, ah, as she is blinded. However, because all of you were not expecting the darkness to drop, I need all of you to make a Constitution saving throw with advantage to see if you were accidentally looking at her or not. If you fail, I'm going to show you what she looks like. Actually, I could show all of you what she looks like. You just have to beat a 14.
Am I excluded from this rule?
What if I was
Good
looking through the
numbers.
crystal?
Great.
What if I was looking through the crystal?
You
Actually, I
weren't,
probably
you
would
weren't,
put it down.
you weren't looking at
Yeah.
anything because the room was black. Like it was pitch black.
Yeah.
So you didn't know where to look. And so now that the darkness is gone, it's like, oh shit. So
Can we say with my nat 20, Kothar like caught Korra's eye and he saw her taking out the gem and they locked eyes and he nodded his head and then looked away?
No.
I nat 20'd.
I know.
It can happen in that 20.
The nat 20 just means you made your save. This is a Pathfinder. You don't get extra benefit. Well, sometimes you do.
Oh, well.
Okay,
I think it was just for some lore, like just for
Yeah, it was
some
just some, like, narrative.
funny
Oh,
art.
flavor, yeah.
like,
Wait, say it again then. Hold on. I think I misunderstood everything you just said.
Hee funny.
I said that like Kothar was like looking back towards the group and he saw Korra like starting to take out the gemstone to channel divinity and he put 2 and 2 together and then they locked eyes and he
cleric
was like,
things.
It was like,
Just cleric.
go acolyte.
Okay, I think I just like
There was darkness.
And that's why it worked like so well. So she had Sigojin and she had
Wait.
cleric that she really looks up to.
I absolutely misunderstood what you said, JTC.
Yeah, then Scarlet goes, no.
this is what
How
my
dare you try injector?
So I was doing something at the same time and I heard about 50% of your words and my brain interpreted it as Korra must have failed the save, therefore could your save DC like carry on to her save, like make her pass? And I was like, what? No. But I'm so sorry. I don't know why my brain did that. Blame the ADHD. That was beautiful and I love this little this
bonding
little
moment.
Bonding. Now I feel like an
Yeah.
asshole.
Can J-Mitch with a 15 who barely passes saving throw,
No.
can we just say that he like looked up?
No.
He like barely looked up and
No,
then like
here's the thing.
immediately like put his head down.
You all got a glimpse because you resisted the petrification, except for Nakul, who is starting to feel the effects of it. You have 1 turn to save yourself from this petrification. I'm going to show all of you.
Are you showing us here or in Discord?
No, I'm showing you in the game, maybe? Did it not? Wait, how come it's not? Did you not see it?
I did not.
Show players. What? Okay.
There she is.
Mommy.
Yes.
You see why Anna Zero went to a knee.
Mommy. We're still going to kill you, but mommy.
She's very, very sparkly. Especially with this like light, the light of Sigojin. She goes, ah! And she screams. She
Anna
does that
Zero's even more in love.
scream. Okay. That was amazing. Korra, do you want to use your bonus action or your movement?
my chat's just gushing over and saying she can turn me to stone. Ew, ew.
It's a rock
I will-
hard joke there somewhere.
yeah, exactly. I think there was one made earlier. I'm gonna use my bonus action to self-cast Hail of Thorns, because that consumes
Yes, that means it'll linger with
on
you
my next
Yes.
hit. Yeah.
Cora's smart.
Claire's so smart.
Cora's gonna do so well when we play Pathfinder.
Or smart.
Claire's smart. So that ends my turn.
It's gonna be Kothar's turn next, and then Nahidra's turn, and then Anazira's turn. So go ahead.
Okay.
Bird.
So let's say that Kothar and Cora caught eyes, and he nods his head, and Kothar starts to begin to cast a spell himself in preparation. And the moment the darkness drops, he's going to cast command onto her.
To me?
No,
Command?
onto
onto the Medusa.
Okay, so
Onto the Medusa.
Here's the dealio. Do you have to see the creature that you are casting command on?
Yes.
So you're gonna have to risk it for the biscuit.
Because I nat 20'd my last save.
No. Okay, so this is how it works so that you guys know from now on. You can choose to avert your gaze at the top of your turn. If you're averting your gaze, you cannot see her until your next turn. So you can't do any attacks that require, you know how it says, pick a target that you can see. So if you're going to do something to her that you need to see her, you can risk it. But you could take the crystal. If you use it, you will have advantage on your saving throw. But if you're attacking, you'll have disadvantage.
Question.
Yes.
As like a ranged,
Yeah.
could Cora basically shoot blindly with disadvantage, like at her direction?
So that's what's tricky. Do you need to see a target to shoot them, or are they considered concealed? Or have like full cover?
So the way that I am thinking about it is like before when there, if I wanted to shoot at her, I'd be basically shooting in the dark. So I'd be shooting at disadvantage. So basically I was just kind of taking that mechanic, and then if she closed her eyes or is like looking down. But I don't actually know.
Let me double check, because it's either they'll have like full cover, which this is why 5th edition bothers me. Do you have to see your target to use a ranged attack 5e?
And then I guess
yeah, you just have disadvantage. That's literally it. That is so wild to me. Yes.
I mean, think about it. If you looked at something, saw where something was, and then a moment later you looked away, but then shot exactly where you had just seen it, like disadvantage, but like it kind of makes sense.
Invisibility in D&D 5e is incredibly underpowered because you literally can still attack the invisible creature with disadvantage.
The other thing I am curious about is with my hunter's mark, because it's like magically marked. Like, does that negate disadvantage?
Does it say anything about giving you advantage?
It doesn't give me advantage.
The only way you negate disadvantage is if you had advantage, because advantage plus disadvantage is neutral.
Okay.
And I want to answer a chat question real quick. 7. Whether you are subbed or not subbed, it doesn't matter. I have my auto mod set up pretty high to protect me against bad things. So you just have to be kind of clever with the way you type stuff. Okay, so do you guys understand the rules of targeting and petrification and all of that stuff?
Yep, Yaslin's gonna be petrified.
So you can use the crystal to help you out. If you lose your saving throw to the petrification, you have another round to undo it. But if you lose by 5 or more, you are petrified. And then you guys are going to have to drag your asses back to the Ruby of the Rough and get some help.
Well, I feel like due to her her flaw, she's not going to look away now. She's seen her. It's not going to use the crystal.
Oh boy.
She's like, I'll do anything for that pretty face.
Well, no, she's still going to try and attack her, but she's not going to be able to look away.
Oh man, it's those.
And going to enjoy the view while it lasts.
Exactly.
The little white snakes are like, they're flowing like she's like got beautiful white drow hair, and it's just like. Okay, Kothar, how are you gonna approach this? How are you gonna tackle this?
I have the crystal. I did pick up a crystal, so I'll use the crystal. But I am going to look at her and cast command.
Okay. Go ahead and cast command. You get to command it to basically do one thing, and then
On its next turn.
On its next turn, and then it will do that to the best of its abilities.
It follows my command and then immediately ends its turn.
Got it. What is the command before I roll the DC?
She will hear a booming voice in her head say, grovel. Because I want her to hit the ground so her eyes are in the ground and not looking at us.
Okay. Let me see if that's how it works. Let me just double check so you don't waste anything. Yeah, see the Medusa's eyes. That's what it is. Looking at her eyes. So you want her to avert her eyes straight down.
Yeah. But also going prone so people have an advantage against
Okay,
her.
you want her to go prone with her eyes down. That is
Yeah.
very acceptable. She is going to make the save.
DC 14.
DC 14. She almost got a nat 20, but she got a 6.
And Scarlet gets a nat 1 for breathing,
Her
apparently.
con save.
My
You
God.
just.
Sorry.
I thought it worked really well. You were groveling.
All right. Oh, I shouldn't have told you until it was her turn. God damn it. That would have been fun. Would you
Is
have
it her
liked?
turn?
Hold on. Would you have?
you
Would you have liked the suspense, or did you want to know right away?
It doesn't matter.
I think I
future.
would have liked the suspense since she's next in initiative.
Okay, I'll logging that away. We're improving the game, guys. We're improving the game. Okay, I need you, Kothar, to make a Constitution saving throw with advantage.
Nice.
I look her square in the eyes. And I tell her to
Unblinking,
kneel.
unwavering.
Grovel.
As
Kneel.
Kneel.
okay, you say that, and the words as you say grovel, the voice that comes out of your mouth is not yours. It is deeper. It is gravelier. It's like kind of like quiet but commanding. Like like, and your eyes burn yellow as you say that. It's just grovel. And all of you who have a aversion to demons, shudder. But all of those who find demons quite attractive go.
Ooh.
May or may not have distracted Anazira from the Medusa's hotness.
And Nazira starts like getting on. She starts like
Speaking
going
of
prone. She's like, wait.
distracted, I just found out that there is a condition in Pathfinder called distracted.
Yep.
Sorry, guys.
There are
if
many
I-
conditions.
If I keep bringing up Pathfinder, it's because I've been reading the book all day, and I'm just so excited to learn it. And if whoever wants, I'm playing a game on Thursday. Whoever wants to come play, just let me know, and we'll go. We're gonna play a Pathfinder one shot on Thursday.
Just letting you know, I'm not in initiative order, but I did get a 10 last
Why
time I
aren't
checked.
you in here? Okay,
I don't know.
I'll put you in. Maybe because I
He's
swapped
exempt from
out-
order. He can go when he wants.
All right. Is that your turn, Kothar?
That's my turn.
She looks at you and she trembles. She clearly sees your face. Maybe not obvious to those around you, but to her, she sees the face of the demon lord of pleasure and clutches her stomach. She looks like she's going to be sick. She drops to her knees and averts her gaze. It is too much for her to even bear. And she covers her head and she's like, no, 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 no. And that is her turn.
She hears in her mind, good girl.
She doesn't seem to be liking being so out of control.
I don't think she's the bottom, Kothar.
Anazir, it is your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use my action to engage my Eldritch Tendril.
The game
That's
is
your
paused, by the
bonus.
way.
That's your bonus action.
Oh, usage shows one action.
Yeah,
to
that's what
activate it.
the action part is. Wait, it's an action to activate? That doesn't sound right.
I don't know. In the inventory where it lists
Yeah.
it, it says
that-
one action
if
usage.
if it's in the inventory, it's just there for you to have a damage roll. That's not the activation of it. That's just I gave you a dice to use, so you don't have to think about.
Oh. So I just always have the ability to have the extra 15 feet?
No, you have to activate it, and then when
With
you
a bonus action.
when you roll an attack while it is activated, you can use that weapon to automatically do it for you instead of having to think about it. It's just I just put it there for your convenience.
None of us have actually attacked her yet, which makes me anxious to be the first one to actually like roll for an attack.
Nobody wants to hurt her.
She's so hot.
As she's down on the ground, her ass is straight up in the air, and her snakies are like.
Snake.
Just so you know,
Man.
This was absolutely my strategy when I drew that.
This is a great strategy.
Death by Snoo Snoo. Anazira pulls out Dawnbringer.
What?
And sees the submissive position and shoot.
Did you literally shove it up her ass?
Can I hold an action? I have Dawnbringer ready, and with my action, if she makes an aggressive motion towards anyone,
Here's
I
the
attack with
thing.
Dawnbringer.
Oh.
Yes, but it's not her turn for quite a while.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So, like, maybe someone will be able to, like, prevent it. Like, do we really want to murder her? She's so hot. I don't know.
What are you gonna do?
Oh no, don't
with
die.
her?
You're so sexy. Ha.
Yeah. So, yeah. I'm gonna hold my action. And, if she makes any kind of, like, attack on any of the party members, use the action.
To make an attack roll. Okay.
Yeah.
You're also forgetting that she has literally turned Lucius to stone already, and I am turning to stone.
And she has
Yes.
attempted to turn all of you to stone several times.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's why when J-Mitch was like sitting there like, wow, you're so
That's-
peaceful. You're not trying to attack us at all. I was
Those were all mistakes.
Dungeon Master,
okay?
you know,
She
like,
said
you
so.
know,
She's literally
She doesn't
attempting
have-
to murder you all
She
constantly.
doesn't have full control of her
Okay.
power. She doesn't
I'm
know what
sorry.
she's doing. Okay.
I'm distracted by her hotness. All right. I take it back. Anazira is going to go ahead and it shows game paused. I can't move.
oh, sorry.
What?
I'm gonna go ahead
The
and
DM is
move
preventing you from moving forward.
her here,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna straight up use my breath weapon right off the bat.
All right,
Where are you
then.
moving?
Okay.
Oh, there.
Dying that way I can, yeah. Where's my breath weapon? Boop.
All right.
Oh man, it does not let me. I did not place it the right direction.
You don't have to place the template. It's
Yeah,
fine.
don't worry about it.
We're gonna have to turn off the animations anyway,
Animation.
because
Yeah.
Wizards of or WotC are fucking ridiculous, and I'm extremely disappointed in them. Even though we are playing, you know what? We paid for these games already, so fuck you. We're finishing Out of the Abyss.
Yeah,
Yeah, the thing is, we can't just
Yeah,
switch
fuck
to
'em.
the Pathfinder because it's a D&D module.
Right.
And we can
If
fucking
we could
do whatever
change the
they
rule
want.
set and we
Yeah.
could just
We can
roll
do
it
whatever
in
we
All
D&D.
I'm
want.
saying is
Yeah.
we're still
I'm
using
gonna-
Wizards of
Let's
the Coast
keep
stuff
playing the
anyway.
game.
So, Yeah.
All right, let me make the Constitution saving throw. Roll your damage for me.
Okay. Damage.
Dommage. A dommage. Oof. You fry
Yeah.
her for 11. You
Should
see
I
her.
also use the Eldritch Tendril damage too, or no? No, that's a breath weapon. Never mind.
Yeah. You got it. You're getting it.
Yeah.
Cool. You hear her scream as this lightning. You know that lightning sound, like the as lightning, like a circle comes out of your mouth and she shrieks like a witch as she is being electrocuted while she is on her knees.
Mommy.
Sing for me.
Yaslin
And
is-
I end my turn pulling the crystal up so that I can't look directly at her if she resumes her gaze by the end of her turn.
So what happens is at the beginning of your turn, you can choose to avert your gaze.
Oh,
or
okay.
choose to look through.
Okay.
So, yes. Yaslin, it is your turn.
Okay. Is spiritual weapons gonna be like you're gonna have to change that as well? Because I was just thinking of using it. Made me
What was your
think
question?
of the question. Spiritual weapon. You know how you had the automation and stuff for it.
I don't
which
have
I
that
didn't
set up.
actually have.
I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh no, that's fine. But I was just wondering.
Dude, that
you
was
have to
like
get rid of that anyway.
hours and hours.
Yeah.
Hours
So
and
I am
hours.
going to use spiritual weapon. And so continue slot. And I'll cast it to be there.
Okay.
So you want could you get like a token or something like that? I don't know.
Does it what?
Like Lumi? Can I get like a token like Lumi or something like that to move? Or
Yeah. You know
would
what?
that be hard to do?
That would be hard to do because all of it
Okay.
got fucked up. So
That's
I'll
fine.
just point to it. I know it's there.
Okay. So then
Sorry.
attack on her with advantage
Okay.
because she's prone.
Yeah.
There. Because this would be my bonus action now, wouldn't it? Because the first one is to cast it, the second one is bonus.
Yes. That hits. All right. You beat her ass. What
What I was aiming for?
What is the shape of your
Oh, it's a claymore, silver claymore. Like
you spank her
Alice
you spank her with the broadside of your claymore. Okay.
Gosh.
You know what? We're not going to sexually abuse the Medusa. Okay.
No,
Okay.
we're just
Jade.
gonna try and chop her up.
Yeah.
Wow, you put that rule in just before my. No, just kidding.
Honestly, chopping her up is more dignified than spanking her.
No,
I mean, consensual maybe?
yeah, consent is key.
Thank you for
Consent
the
is
raid, 5% chance. Welcome, everybody, to Out of the Abyss. We're in the middle of fighting a Medusa, and we are not humiliating her in an adult way.
Not a king.
Not at all. Thank you so much. How's
Not
it
that
going,
type of
guys? Welcome. Okay, J-Mitch, go ahead.
All right. Jamich
have
is
music?
going to.
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. What the fuck?
The music just died again for some reason.
Why do we have like double music? Hold on, I gotta fix this. I gotta fix this. This is weird. Why do I have double music? There we go. Okay.
Jamich is going to look at the Medusa and like look down because she's not looking at me, and he's gonna say, "I can't believe how childish a woman of your noble stature is acting right now. You, your qualms are not with anybody here. They are with Jorlin." And I cast suggestion. And I say, Go find Jorlin.
Oh my gosh.
Joke's on you, he's right outside.
This is a gamble.
Okay. Hold on. Why can't I show this? Okay, I'm showing everybody her picture just so I can show the chat. I'm not trying to distract you guys. Okay, what is the...
Too late.
What do I have to roll?
You have to do a saving throw, a wisdom saving throw. I believe it's 14 or 15. I think that's
It's 14. Got it.
Yeah.
Oh, you said go find Jorlin?
Go find Jorlin was the suggestion.
Okay, I'll let you know what happens on her turn.
If any of my companions damage the target, spell ends.
Oh no.
That's all I'm gonna say. That's my turn.
I love blind rolls now, suddenly. It's interesting, is it not? Okay.
You guys can hold your actions, but
Cool.
Do I have to save before or at the end of
At the
my
end
turn?
of your turn, you gotta make a save. I love how nobody thought to throw you a bless or a
Nope, it's
bardic
fine.
inspiration.
oh, I should have done that. Whoops.
It's okay. It's fine. No, it's fine.
Oh dear.
Nicole is going to very carefully put both hands onto Shinebreaker and hold his action for if she takes a hostile action towards the party.
Okay,
If she's just walking past or like running past, that's fine.
that's fine. But if she raises her hand, okay.
If she intends to attack. Now I make a save.
Oh yeah, we can show you guys what's going on. Okay, make your save. Constitution.
I would like to inspiration that.
Oh no!
I wonder why.
Don't become the
Lucius.
Oh,
It's fine. All right, I joined
no.
Lucius.
Oh no.
Nicole just became the hottest statue. there
Please don't do
ever
anything to my
was.
statue. It's the last thing he says.
Can you pose like hotly?
Yeah, he's just like flexing.
500 years
I'm
later.
good.
specific.
You're like it's like creeping up your legs, and you go, "I am Nicole." No, I am Dessington, and then you just flex.
He's just flexing.
I'm dropping so many frames. Okay, my frames are back up. That was really weird.
500 years later, just specific parts of your statue is polished.
I wonder who did that.
Okay. I
Oh,
can't believe we have 2 petrified people. Oh my goodness. Okay. Cora.
Not sure what's would even helped with that.
Hello. I have several questions. Number 1. I have a inventory. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, hello?
Hello.
Okay. I have this mirror. As you can see, it says specifically to keep an eye on a Medusa. With this wording, it implies that I can look at the.
You're
this-
cutting out every
cutting out
other-
super hard.
Yeah.
Every word.
Every other
is
word.
like-
I can. I'm assuming with the wording of this, it says keep an eye on Medusa. To me, that means
Everything
not
you
be-
just said was cut out. Why is this happening? I want to
You're-
know.
Why does
so
this
bad.
happen?
Crisp is not the sauce. We thought it was the sauce. It's not the sauce.
why is it everything else was fine up until now? Still doing it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Kinda
It's
a
still
little
cutting
different.
out. Yep.
Okay, I will let you know.
Hello.
You can, yes, you can look at a Medusa through the mirror, and it will not. You will not be putrefied.
I
Okay.
just
Putreficated.
So,
You won't be
liquefied.
knuckled.
can
Oh, God damn
I
it.
look at the Medusa through the mirror to
I mean-
not get disadvantage on my
So-
attack?
Currently, this Medusa has her eyes down,
Yeah.
and she was given a command to find Jorlin. That is
Okay.
the state of the Medusa. So you can actually look at her right now and not
And
worry.
she's not. Okay,
Sh-
she's
you
also.
cannot-
okay,
You can't
okay,
see
sure.
her eyes.
All right. And then, okay, so that answers that. The other thing that I want to do is, until we find out the result of,
You want to hold your action?
until we find out the result of.
Okay. So say if she attacks anyone, you are going to attack her. You will find the result by her action. If she
Okay.
attacks
So-
you guys, that it failed. If she passes you guys, she's following the command.
Okay. Yes. So if she. Yes. That.
Okay,
If
you're
she makes an
holding.
attack, then
Okay.
I will. Do I have to state my action currently?
Take the attack action.
Attack. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
It'll be just an attack action.
Okay.
Okay. Kothar.
I. Man, this is hard.
Well, it will be if you don't save a Constitution.
Kothar
I-
sees Nicole's now a statue, and he would absolutely try to tear her throat out.
So you're just gonna go for it? You don't care? Okay. Do it.
No. We're gonna say he doesn't see it yet, and I'm gonna delay my turn until after the Medusa.
Okay. It is the Medusa's turn. She is on her knees, her head down. She pauses for a second. You hear, Jorlin, my love, you left me for her. You left me for her. I wasn't good enough. Just because she was higher status. I must tell you, I made this place, I made this home to raise my status. I have lived here all these years. I am mistress of Blindenstone. You surely will take me back. I know you will. And she is going to rush past all of you. I must let him know. I must. Are any of you doing anything as she runs by?
No.
I'm giving her bardic inspiration. You got this. Go get him, Tiger.
You tell him he's boss. You're a boss bitch. Don't let him
Yeah.
you see value
I'm gonna
in you. You got
Z-snap.
this.
The Z snap as she walks by.
All right. She leaves. Go ahead.
As the Medusa like runs by and leaves the room, Kothar locks eyes with the statue of Nicole, and he just drops and he runs over to Nicole, and he just like rushes forward and like grabs him, and he starts to hyperventilate as he's like running his hands across him, and he like looks up to his face and he like cups his face.
Nicole is kind of making like a himbo wink and smile because he knew it was coming and wanted to be remembered properly.
Remember me. Exactly.
Kothar just steadies his breathing and rests his forehead like against where his chest, where Nicole's chest would be.
That is so sad. And I would love to know what happens next, but
And then fades to black.
Fades to black. Lucius, I'm so sorry that you were a statue for most of this, but Wow, you
You're
guys.
muted.
I just want to know
Lucius.
how she's going to deal with getting out of here. Like, we have to go through the gnomes or what?
I don't care.
She's gonna leave a trail
Well,
of
she's
statues
not
behind.
Not my issue anymore, is it?
You guys know there's gonna be a cutscene, right? Next
Yeah.
Oh, I want to know. I want to know what happens when she finds him.
If she
She's going
finds
to.
him.
She's
Well,
going
actually, is
to.
Jorlin going to be with Ilvara on her way here?
I will say this.
you know
I'm
that
keeping up my
Ilvara-
suggestion as long as I can, but I
Very
feel
well
like
said,
even
yeah.
without the suggestion, she would have
She
done
would
that
just
anyway.
keep going.
You did put some thoughts in her head.
Yeah.
She probably hasn't thought of Jorlin in like 100 years.
At
Now
least.
she's mad.
You dug up some shit. You guys, this girl's gonna need therapy.
Well,
So does
You say,
everyone
like,
else that we
you
run
s-
into.
yeah, you say that like the drow in general don't need therapy.
Yeah.
I feel terrible. Even the evil drow, like the abuse they suffer from their deity,
It's fucking crazy.
the way they are raised, it is horrifying. You guys did amazing. Let's give some golden buzzers. Yes, Lynn. Who are you giving your golden buzzer to?
It's so hard to pick, but today I'm going to have to pick Adrian for trying to get advantage all the time.
The hustle. It's the hustle. I'm always getting
Appreciate
hustle.
the hustle.
Respect the hustle.
Kothar.
Big shout out to Jamich for the suggestion. That was awesome. But I gotta give it to Nicole for his line of himbo thinking at the start of the session.
Yes.
That's been living rent free in my head this entire time.
Nicole.
Rock blight, so.
Damage for getting 3 nat 20s in a row.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. That's 1 in 16,000, by the way. Just saying.
Lucius?
That's the odds.
That's nuts. I believe you. You're muted,
You
Lucius.
muted.
Or you turn to stone.
Though everyone
Why?
did great role play, I'd like to put mine toward Elephane just for the Lucius's old comment, as well as the blinding light that she did at the beginning combat.
Jamich?
Gosh. Honorable mention to Scarlet for I like legitimately the like making a Medusa mechanic is hard because like people can it's very easy to metagame that I just put my eyes down. But like the way you circumvented that by putting like making custom art that like we all wanted to see, but we couldn't see it unless we looked at the Medusa was absolutely insanely genius.
Thank you.
So I like mind blown.
I felt
'cause
pretty
that's a good
clever.
mechanic.
When I was like, I almost posted it on the social media. I was like, no, I'm going to make him work for this.
Yeah, you and
Well, you post it now,
I liked
you
it.
should,
So that's my
'cause it's great.
that's my
Thank you.
I'm just gonna say that's where my golden buzzer goes. Yeah.
Aw, thanks. Anna Zara.
I have to say, mine is also going to go to Scarlet for breaking us with your art once again. Because
Yeah.
what other DM? I don't even know.
Seduces
I'm
you.
broken.
I
I'm broken.
I
Yeah.
seduced you with slutty drow drawings.
Right? Like
also the
leveraging your art skills
Oh.
to just
Oh,
drive
what do you
home
mean?
the hotness.
Whatever. do
I'm
you
still
mean?
broken.
I don't know.
Damn it.
Still broken.
I'm gonna give it to Car for the demon daddy command.
Yeah.
That's right. The
Yeah.
voice of Gratz just shuddered through everyone's panties.
I love
Even
the,
Nicole's panties.
One is
I-
wearing panties. Yep.
I did love the Kothar and Korra like cleric on cleric moment. That was
I know. Shout out to Sagojan. All right, guys, you did amazing. Next episode will be next Sunday. I am going to be running some kind of Pathfinder shindig on Thursday for Pacific time. If you are interested in being in that, I don't care if you've never played before, we'll figure it out together. DM me, you guys. I'm just figuring out who wants to play. This is going to be a very beginner-friendly version of it because I want to learn how to run Pathfinder games. So please, if you would like to play.
You said 4, that's 3 hours and 41 minutes before now?
No, that would be 9, 8,
4
7,
hours.
6, 5.
And 41 minutes before 9.
Yeah.
Okay.
An hour before Out of the Abyss usually starts.
Well, that would be...
So whatever that means for
I'll
you.
work it out.
Whatever that means for you. All right, guys.